I went to this daytime house music party in Austin on Saturday. It's called Mushroom Cowboy. So it's
microdose the kind of event.
I don't know. I think they're kind of hinting at that, but it's in a coffee. Well, it was outside of a coffee shop off Congress.
Yeah.
So I turn up at 10:30. It started at 10, and the queue is 250 yards long for coffee.
What?
And there must have been 1,500 people there. One guy brought a baguette, was raving with his baguette. There's dogs, pretty sober looking from the outside. Maybe some people smoking weed. But I think this is maybe the beginning of us seeing the end of like hardcore drink culture. If you've looked at how few of Gen Z now drink.
Yes.
It's, I think, maybe 20%.
The interesting thing is like the theories on why, because there's obviously, they have to be theories, right? On we don't actually know exactly. Yeah. One of them is that the youth views drinking as like what their parents did. Right, so that's like that's
naturally uncool.
Yeah, like, my fucking lame ass dad drinks. Like I'm not interested. And so that's one thing. The other part of it is that this group of people that are the youth right now are so much more informed on what the negative aspects of drinking and what it can do to you, that they're just like, why would I consume that? Yeah, to something like that. And that they've found this whole other, when you want to take the edge off, there's a lot more options. And it's also a lot more accepted today than it was 20 years ago. Like the idea that you could microdose or do edibles or smoke, or and then there's like all the ketamine and everything is like, I have different things that I do when I want to have a recreational good time. And yeah, but it's undeniable that it's definitely way down.
There's more daily users in the US of weed now than there are of alcohol.
Is that for real?
Overtaken, or at least that was the most recent study that I saw. In the US, there are now more daily or near daily marijuana users than daily or near daily alcohol users.
And that thought was just completely like, if you're a teen right now, you don't understand how preposterous that sounds coming from, like, if you were growing up in the 80s and 90s. Like, you were just like, those were like fringe people almost. You know what I mean? Like, yes, it was popular, but it was not like a respectable person really wasn't doing that. It was like the arts, it was like hippies and yeah, it was, people thought of it as like the absolute worst thing that could happen. People from like my dad's generation likened marijuana to heroin. They didn't even see like really a difference. They're just like, you're a junkie. Like, but what, for smoking a joint? And like, yeah, that's the way they viewed it. So the fact that it's that accepted now, it's mind-blowing to me.
I wonder if some of it is that drinking in the house on your own feels pretty fucking bad.
Yeah.
Smoking in the house on your own, you're like, I'm playing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. But if you're 6 beers deep playing Call of Duty,
yeah,
it's a different story.
Yeah, and you're not playing well at that. You're just like,
I don't know how well people are playing on weed either, but
fuck.
Yeah,
you're probably more likely to yell out pejorative slurs. I think that look, smoking is still not good for you. So like, you're probably, but we've discovered that there's other ways to ingest and like consume, and that's what I think is part of like this youth culture thing about staying away from drinking. Is they're like, whatever, I do droplets in this, or I have my gummy or whatever, however they want to consume. But they're definitely not drinking, man. They're not drinking like everybody else before them did.
I used to run nightclubs for ages, and one of the big downturns we've seen has been in nightlife industry. I think the UK is losing a nightclub a week. There's not like an unlimited number of nightclubs. It's like one is shutting down pretty much every single week. And I asked a friend who's still in the industry why he thought that was the case. He said, smartphones, man. Back in the day, you could be as loose as you wanted. You could sort of have that Larry, louty drinking spirit, at least in Britain.
That they don't want to be recorded?
Of course.
Yeah.
Like if you mess up and like shit yourself in the middle of a nightclub in 2002, it's a story that you can deny the next day.
Yeah.
And then after 6 months, most people have probably forgotten.
Yeah.
Whereas if that happens in 2025, that's now concretized on the internet for everybody to know and bring back up and make memes out of for the rest of time.
Can you imagine like how the pro athletes of the 80s and 90s and early 2000s would just go out and just destroy a woman's hopes and dreams. And then now they're like, everyone's
on edge.
Yeah, everyone's got a...
Sometimes we don't realize how far we've come until we stop and look back. The struggles, the sleepless nights, the small victories no one noticed, they all added up piece by piece to bring you right here to this moment. And maybe today's video reminded you of something familiar, a dream you're still chasing, a mistake you've made, or a lesson that life tried to teach you in the hardest way possible. We all fall, we all fail, and we all have days when we don't see the point anymore. But somehow, we keep going. Because deep down, there's a small voice that whispers, "This can't be the end." Life isn't about being perfect. It's about learning, unlearning, breaking, and rebuilding again and again. Maybe that's what growth really means. Not racing ahead, not proving something to the world, but finding peace with where you are, and still having the courage to move one step further. If this video made you pause, even for a second, take that as a sign to breathe, to think, to feel. Drop a comment below and share what this moment meant to you. I'd love to hear your thoughts, because your story matters too. And if you found a little light here today, don't forget to hit the like button. It helps more than you know. Subscribe to stay connected, because every story we share here carries one reminder. You're not alone, and your journey still has chapters waiting to be written. Until next time, take care of your heart, your dreams, and your fire. Keep going, slowly, quietly, but with purpose. You're doing better than you think.